Okay, yesterday when we were out in the working in the bees, I was starting to tell you that show you what the bees were doing and what it was called, but my phone cut out. So I'm hoping that it doesn't cut out this time. Look at my beans. Aren't they looking beautiful? Gonna have a lot of green beans, and can you see the corn on the other side of the beans just peeking through them, the teepees? And our squash and tomatoes and peppers. And these are our sweet potatoes. Bill Elledge asked me if I wanted just a few sweet potato plants. He had a few extra. And I said, yeah, I'll take a few. And look at this row. I have a huge row of sweet potatoes. So if they make, I'm going to have some sweet potatoes. We're hoping that they do. But all of them lived. It's amazing, isn't it? And there's our little row of okra. And I'll just walk around. Heck, I'll just show you. And look, growing right in the middle of the bean teepee. Isn't that neat? That came up volunteer from earlier planting. I'm going to walk around. The beans are starting to put on blooms. You see that? I'm getting little blooms. And let's see. There's the corn. Now, we're just hoping the wind doesn't blow it over. Every year we have a trouble with sometimes the wind will blow it over. But there's the corn. And the muscadines. They were loaded last year. We hope they are again this year. We've got a vine way up in the corner. Aren't the beans beautiful? I love them when they start growing up and have the beautiful teepees. It's a lot of work. Jeff does a lot of work. I appreciate him helping me do this. But they're beautiful, aren't they? Look here at my chicks. Aren't they pretty? They're growing up so big. That's our oldest one, or one of our oldest, Amber. Aren't they pretty? Okay, I'm going to go back now, hoping that the camera doesn't flake out on me again when I get over here. But what the bees are doing is called bearding. I think it looks so cool. It's called bearding, and it looks like a beard of bees hanging off of the hive. Can you see that? That's bees hanging off of the hive there. That one is, this hive is absolute. That's called what we call hive number 1. It is loaded with bees. It is just a hive that is doing so well. But can you see that? That is a beard of bees hanging down. Now, you know what? It just did it to me again. I think it's just where I'm standing. Now, this hive, that's hive number 3. Hive number 2 died. Hive number 3 has bees on the outside of it also. But not like, oh, I smell the honey standing right here. And then that's hive number 4. It's our smallest hive. It was one that we caught this year, and this one was also one we caught. This is the one we got last year. Can you hear them? I don't know if you can hear them or not. But can you hear that? They are just working up a storm. They do that when it gets hot outside, and there's so many bees on the inside and working, and it's hot, and so they come out to relieve some of the heat inside and to stay cooler. But that's called bearding. Just thought everybody might be interested to know that. This is our little watering table I got them. We put this piece of styrofoam in there, which looks weird, but in case that's something they can crawl up on, and I've got a few little rocks in there. But I just saw this lady who had put flowers and rocks and moss and things like that, like even limbs from trees with leaves on them, and she changed it out ever so often. She put the marbles that you put in flowering pots and stuff, the little pretty marbles or stones that are colorful and or clear, and she put those in there to fill up space, and then she just adds a little water in there, and they drink it off of the limbs and the flowers that she'll add to it every day or so, and can stand on the little rocks, and that way they don't drown.